but the farmer is the man who feeds them all. If you'd only look and see, I think you will agree that the farmer is the man who feeds them all. The farmer is the man.
The farmer is the man who first settled America. A farmer fired the shot heard round the world. At that time, nearly everyone lived on farms. Our first president lived on a farm, our second, third, and 22 more. Not surprisingly, the farmer's rural values dominated American life for over 200 years. But America has changed, and so has the farmer.
Oh, the farmer comes to town with his wagon broken down, but the farmer is the man who feeds them all. If you'd only look and see, I think you will agree that the farmer is the man who feeds them all.
Most Americans live in or near cities. And city efficiency, city-built machines have invaded the farms. Just 2% of our population feeds the other 98%. As the number of farmers dwindles, the size of farms grows. No longer 40 acres and a mule, today's successful farms extend for miles, are completely mechanized, sometimes worked around the clock like a city factory, and are run by tough-minded, business-like men. Mr. Elmer Paul is an Iowa farmer. He owns hundreds of acres of land and a $10,000 airplane.
Our airplane is considered a business tool. We use it for checking wet spots in the spring, how our crops are developing.
He has invested $100,000 in farm machinery alone. Like growing numbers of farmers, he has the managerial skills necessary to run a big family farm.
We operate because we invest quite a little cash capital. Our inputs are very decidedly like a business.
It's called agribusiness, complete with bookkeeping, production records. Mrs. Eva Paul works full-time in this family business that produces tens of thousands of bushels of soybeans and corn a year. They own 600 head of cattle, costing over $200 apiece. To be successful, today's farmer must use more mind than muscle. On modern farms like this, electricity has changed the sound and tempo of farm life. In Elmer Paul's own lifetime, his world has drastically changed. Now he is primarily concerned with capital investment, government subsidies, cost analysis, and even the stock market.
Norman Paul. How are you, Mark? How are things looking this morning? Did you get the AT&T bot? Mm-hmm. Go ahead and act on today's market.
But despite the farmer's new economic sophistication, he still cannot control the weather.
Line of thunderstorms is indicated by radar now. Running from
Electric communications warnings can often save the farmer thousands of dollars.
The thunderstorm area has been running now for about the past hour.
But tornadoes, hail, and floods can instantly destroy a crop that has been nurtured for months. And selling livestock poses problems city manufacturers do not encounter.
When we get steers fat, they have to go to market within a few weeks' time. We can't park it back in a warehouse and hold it until the market's better.
But for most, the rewards of outdoor living outweigh the risks of the farming business. Our farming prowess is no accident. Government funds, constant experimentation, agricultural colleges. Billions spent on agricultural research. Millions of tons of pesticides and fertilizers multiply farm yields. The development of efficient and extensive irrigation. These years of careful research have paid off. Farm products are bigger and more durable. More food is grown on less land. In 1900, only 100 foods were available. Today's supermarket stocks over 1,000. Among the newest are meatless hot dogs made entirely from soybeans. Research into breeding and feeding has created spectacular advances in the size and productivity of livestock. The average weight of cattle has gone up hundreds of pounds. Our large output of meat is a direct result of having so much feed for our livestock. Of all the corn grown in the U.S., only 8% goes to people. Because of breeding and scientific advances, the milk production of dairy cows has doubled in 40 years. The average cow today gives almost 10,000 pounds of milk a year. Supervised as by a foreman, cows have become like factory workers, milked by machine in assembly line fashion, with room and board for wages. There are over 300 million egg-laying hens in America. One person can handle 100,000. Each hen's output is twice that of 40 years ago. Why? Special feed, mass scale, standardization. Like all machine parts, eggs must be exactly alike. Too small an egg is put aside. Our 6 billion broiling chickens must weigh the same, taste the same. City uniformity affects farm products from avocados to zucchini. Added to all this is the increasing efficiency of our farm machinery. In an air-conditioned combine, one man replaces 80 men working by hand.
People have the cheapest food of anywhere in the world here in the United States, but that's been because we've been efficient. We produced a lot per man.
Sometimes a farm is a complete factory in the field, right down to the packaging. American farmers feed over 500 million people and animals here, and hundreds of millions more abroad. But still we have a surplus. Before distribution to the consumer, the immense output of American agriculture is funneled into processing centers. Farming employs few, but food processing is one of the country's largest industries. Before we finally consume farm products, they are treated by an incredible variety of machines. As the farms prosper, so do the cities and the nation. The result of our farming and transportation efficiency is that Americans spend a smaller percentage of their income on food than any people in history. Farm production goes forth ever faster, ever more efficiently, with ever fewer farm hands. It wasn't always so. The farming methods of our forefathers had little changed since the Middle Ages. Horses, mules, and oxen plowed the soil with simple implements.
Into some far-off country.
But it was mostly the age of human power. Because animals could not wield scythes or pitch hay. So it went until 1831, when Cyrus McCormick revealed his labor-saving reaper. Animals could now do the work of men, and the agricultural revolution had begun. McCormick and others built larger and larger factories to meet the demand for bigger and better machinery. It was thus a revolution not only in farming methods, but in the basic relationship between country and city. Homemade implements would no longer do. Farmers now became dependent on strong, complicated machines from distant city factories.
We'll build you fine log.
1862. The government opened up the West for settling.
Oh, they chew tobacco thin down in Kansas. Oh, they chew tobacco thin down in Kansas.
In a trickle, then a flood, farmers began moving west.
They lap it in again down in Kansas. Oh, they think to drink's a sin down in Kansas.
The feverish land boom of the 1880s culminated in the frenzied Oklahoma land rush.
But they guzzle all they can, and the dries...
As farms spread over the plains, so did railroads.
They grow lean down in Kansas. The girls, they grow lean down in Kansas. The girls, they grow lean, and they aren't very clean. They're the worst I've ever seen down in Kansas.
The railroads shipped the farmers' grain back to the cities and brought new machinery out to the plains. Powerful new machines, fast virgin planes, and the farmer's eagerness to get rich combined to help him produce much. Too much. The farmer grew more than people could eat. Overproduction is still the #1 farm problem. Steam tractors, like dinosaurs, grew too big to survive. In 1907, gasoline tractors were introduced, but they could not yet compete with 18 horsepower. Or 30 horsepower. But this became a golden age of American farming. A market of millions was provided the farmer by the burgeoning Industrial Revolution. And in 1917, to support the war effort, American farmers planted more, grew more, harvested more, and doubled their income. But they were planting the seeds of their own crisis. Because after the war, demand for food fell sharply. Farm prices crashed. It was the worst farm depression in the nation's history, especially bitter for the farmer, since city America was enjoying a prosperous boom. City America roared merrily through the 20s, ignoring the farm depression. But America was soon to be painfully reminded that the strength of any nation rests on her agriculture.
1929.
The whole country toppled headlong into the Great Depression. To escape the city soup lines, millions moved back to the farms. And the worst was yet to come. The weather reports came in from Kansas. No rain. From the Dakotas. No rain. From Oklahoma. No rain. The dust storms ravaged the countryside. And many American farmers lost everything.
It covered up our fences. It covered up our barns. Covered up our tractors. Wild and dusty storm. We loaded our jalopies and piled our families in. We rattled down the highway to never come back again.
Finally, the Roosevelt administration stepped in.
One of the reasons we know that we shall win through is this National Farm Program. The farmer's share of the national income is slowly rising. The economic facts justify the widespread...
Farmers were paid to grow less and limited in how much land they could plant.
...that our provision for maintaining a balanced production...
To force farm prices up, potatoes were plowed under. Milk spilled in milk strikes. And livestock shot and buried. A strange sight when millions were underfed. After the Second World War, the agricultural revolution continued to pick up speed. Although the government paid farmers to withdraw land from cultivation, the farmers still kept increasing their harvests. Self-propelled combines were introduced, widening use of electricity. Rubber tires replaced steel. Air conditioning. Machines replacing man at an increasing rate. Machines that not only harvest corn and wheat as before, but new specialized machines for picking potatoes, tomatoes, and carrots. A machine that not only picks lettuce, but chooses ripe lettuce by X-rays. We must accustom ourselves to change, for the farming of the future will make current methods seem quaint. Plowing, seeding, and harvesting all accomplished by just one machine whose wheels never touch the soil. Sensing devices in satellites and in Skylab will report on crop conditions. Domes in which the farmer will dial his own environment. Automatic farming by computer. Computer engineers, mechanics, and managers will complete the continuing transformation of American farming. Giant family and corporation farms will supply nearly all our farm needs. But these advances in agriculture reduce the number of people needed on the farms. The millions that flee to the cities multiply city problems. And overproduction continues. American migrant farm workers pick grapes and vegetables that machines cannot pick. Yet,
just as hungry can be.
They earn less than $2,000 a year. Elmer Paul spends twice that on one combine attachment. The rich farmer is subsidized by the government, but migrant workers are not.
Hungry are we, homeless.
So they decided to help themselves. They struck against California grape and lettuce growers. Organized into a union of United Farm Workers, led by Cesar Chavez, they forced the growers to increase their pay. The movement is still growing. With the extension of labor unions into the countryside, the industrialization of the American farm seems complete.
The farmer is the man. The farmer is the man.
Thanks to science, government, and city-built machines, the farmer can still feed them all, and in comfort.
So high, it's a wonder.
From the potato farms of Maine to the orange groves of Florida, and from the tobacco farms of Virginia, on out to Hawaii, The world of the American farmer has become urbanized,
The chance of locally severe thunderstorms.
mechanized, unionized, standardized, specialized, and in all respects, ever-changing.
His wagon broken down, but the farmer is the man who feeds them all. But the farmer is the man who feeds them all.